Hello, I'm excited to introduce to you today as my guest the new women's basketball coach at Boyd County High School, Kim Groves. And Kim, it's so good to see you on today. And first off, talk what it's like for you being in this varsity position and just how it feels to be the new coach at Boyd County.
Well, thank you for having me. I am so excited for my new role and to the opportunity to get to be a head coach here at Boyd County. Very excited about the position. Coach Fraley and Principal Ben Fritz, very thankful to both of them for giving me this opportunity. This is my first year as being a head coach, so I am eager to get started, and we've already been playing some over the summer, and to step in at Boyd County, with their tradition and everything, it's an honor to be here.
And what led you, when you saw the Boyd County job open, what led you to want to take it?
Well, Boyd County, as you know, it's been one of the top programs in the 16th region for years. Coach Fraley did a great job building this program and everything, and just the culture at Boyd County is incredible. It's great. Facilities are great. I actually came to a Boyd Ashland game last year, and when you walk into this gym and you see the student section and you hear the parents and you see all the community support, it's incredible. So it's pretty contagious, and any coach would love to be in this position, I think.
And let's talk about your background, Kim. And of course, you spent some time at Russell as an assistant. And with Mandy Lane, you talk about her now, and you think 300 wins, 4 regional titles. She's done a lot, but on the flip side, it wasn't always the case at Russell. Those first 7 years, which you were there for, it took a lot to get the program going in the direction that it's now reached today. And talk a little bit about that and about your playing background as well.
Well, I am, and I'll start back at the beginning. I'm an East Carter grad. I played for head coach Hager Easterling back in the day at East Carter. Very knowledgeable guy. He taught us a whole lot about the game and life in general. So lots of credit to Hager Easterling. And then as I got hired in as an educator, I started off my career with Mandy Lane at Russell, and in the early years, 2010 to about 2017. And whenever I got hired in at Russell, it was kind of in a state where it was a rebuild. And I stepped in with Coach Lane, and we started working together and helping each other and everything. And she does a good job, showing you how to lead a program. I coached there until about 2017. And then at that point in time, my daughter was fairly young, and so being in the gym 6-7 nights out of the week was pretty tough. So I kind of took a step back, but still coaching in the youth programs at Russell. Started working with the youth programs and coached from about first grade level all the way up through middle school. So I've kind of got to see every age develop as the years progress, and have kind of coached every grade from first grade all the way up through varsity. So it was a good experience, and, kind of helped me leading forward into developing, my own program and getting to be a part here at Boyd County, and get involved with their youth programs also.
Hey, Kim, let's talk a little bit about the team. You lost some big pieces from last year. You had Taylor Bartram, Audrey Biggs, Jasmine Jordan. You had some key contributors from that team that were that provide a tremendous asset to the 16th region, but the cupboard's not bare. Talk about the team coming back and just your early experience working with them.
So as far as varsity play goes, we have about 3 kids that played considerable minutes in the varsity lineup last year. Jada Ray, good guard. She scores the ball very, very well. She shoots it well. Bella Opel a good, strong defensive player. She can guard, and she can set up your offense. And then we have Sophie Stevens, who helps us tremendously on the offensive end, on the defensive end, and goes and grabs the rebound for us when we need it. From what I'm finding, and so I do have those three that are returning. The thing that I've been most impressed with all three of those this year is the fact that they are great leaders. They're great leaders on the floor, and the whole dynamic is changing a little bit because we do have some upperclassmen that are moving into a new varsity role, and we also have some younger kids that may be able to step in and contribute a little bit at the varsity level, and it's a change of pace. The tempo's different, a little bigger, faster, stronger, and so it takes some adjusting to that level. And those three kids have been great with encouraging their teammates and just helping us get to that. So we've tried playing a lot throughout the month of June and trying to iron some things out early so that we can get going this fall.
Let's talk a little bit about your coaching philosophy and what that will be.
Moving forward, our coaching philosophy, we talk to the girls all the time, and I mainly preach three things to the girls daily, and that's just controlling our controllables, the things that's in our court that we can control. The game of basketball, ahead of time there are going to be games that you're going to miss shots, you're going to make shots, and all of those things. But we can control being a good teammate, working together and sticking together, playing together, encouraging each other. So we pride ourselves on our teamwork. Secondly, working hard, our hard work. Not really any excuse for anyone to play harder than what you do, and we want to really own that and make sure that when we step out that we're ready to play and we're going to play as hard as we can. And then lastly, playing defense. That's an effort thing, and I think that goes right along with hard work. So if we come out and we do those three things, I think we'll be in good shape.
And let's talk a little bit about your basketball career. And under Hager Easterling, what would be a memory that stands out?
I have many memories of Hager and played for him for several years. I would say my favorite memory with Hager Easterling would be winning the 16th region title my senior year. That was a good experience. Anytime that you can make it to a state tournament, that's a very rewarding experience and something that you'll remember for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. And let's talk about your staff and who you're going to have around you at the helm.
I have my head assistant for varsity is actually my husband. His name's Brian Groves. He's a former head coach. He coached at Russell in the boys' side of things. He was a manager for Alabama women's program. Then as far as my JV coach, his name is Jason Likens. He is a Lewis County native, actually related to Jay Fight, who is Lewis County's coach. He moved away and coached some at a small college in Missouri. And then after coming back into the area, we became good friends, so he's going to help me coach my JV team. And then from Coach Fraley's staff, JW is staying on board with us as our freshman coach and assisting at all levels, and Nick Earl. JW and Nick have both worked as managers for Marshall's women's team, so I'm very excited to have all of those guys.
Wow, sounds like some good qualifications. And let's talk about some questions to get to know you better, Kim. And first off, I know there's not much of a day off for you, but talk about your community involvement and some of the parts that define you in that area.
As far as community involvement, I spend a whole lot of time with my girls. I mean, we're heavily involved right now, and in basketball, and I spend most of my time right here at the gym with the girls, and I'm going to be teaching at Boyd County High School next year, so I'm pretty excited about that as well. Just getting to be a part of the Boyd County community. It's just a really good atmosphere, and I really enjoy being a part of it. And then in addition to that, my husband, my family, and I, we also attend church in Boyd County, and we're pretty active in our church.
So, Kim, what's a cool fact about yourself?
Something that I enjoy. Probably one of the things that I enjoy most is traveling a little bit. Love going to the beach. We're actually getting ready to head to the beach as soon as dead period rolls in. Fun fact: my husband and I actually we are basketball, and then when we get a little bit of time, we like to travel. We actually scheduled our wedding date around dead period so we could make sure we have that time available to be able to go on vacation and take our trip. So dead period's almost here, and we're pretty excited about that. We're getting ready to head to the beach.
Wow, that's so cool. And last question for you, Kim. Are there any shout-outs you'd like to give?
I would love to give shout-outs. First and foremost, I'd love to give shout-outs to my staff, Brian, Jason, JW, and Nick. I appreciate absolutely everything that they do. Being new to the Boyd County system and new to the program, there's a whole lot of things to do before you really even get the program up and running and the ball bouncing, as far as getting your schedule made for the upcoming year, having your little Lions camp, and then getting your summer schedule and all that. These guys have been incredible to work with, and they have helped me tremendously throughout the last few months. So I'm very, very appreciative to them. Give a shout out to Coach Fraley and my principal, Mr. Fritz, and just thank them for this opportunity. And then last but definitely not least, I'd love to give a shout out to all of my players. Change is difficult, especially, going through like a coaching change throughout your career, and they have welcomed me in with open arms, and we've got to get in the gym and work out, and had a few team bonding things that we've gotten together and done too, and I've just really gotten close with this group of girls, and I appreciate them welcoming me in and then coming in and working hard every day.
Kim, I want to say thank you for coming on the show, and we wish you all the best as the new head coach for Boyd County's women's basketball team. And be sure to stay tuned and catch this team on MyTown TV this season. They'll be starting up. It's summer right now, but I'm sure it'll be here before we know it. And we want to say thank you all for tuning in and watching this edition of the Player Spotlight. God bless you, and we will see you soon.